Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and it's time to test out my new deck. Well, not really test it, I've already been doing that. Let's instead show how the deck works. How about that? Alright, let's hit start. Of course, the name of my computer opponent is Darium is a Moron, because he is. Just sent me some wonderful, polite messages on YouTube, trying to correct me, really basing it on nothing. He's saying, oh no, distributors don't work this way. Well, they do, word for word from my distributor. And then I found out he uses Southern Hobby. Yeah, they're real upfront about information. Anyway, let's see. Mulligan for free, draw 7 cards. Very tempting. I did put it on 5 mulligans, but we got Birds of Paradise, so you're color fixing, a little bit of ramp. We got a Forest, okay. We got Burning, we're good. Voyaging Karametra, okay, but we don't have, even with Untamed Might, that's the win condition, we don't have one of the cards we need. You have to start with Nykthos or Isochron, and then preferably in either case an untapped card. So I'm going to hit yes. And then it all turned blue. Look at that. Who knew? But Isochron and Cerulean, that's all we need. So, no, I will not mulligan. Of course, I didn't win the coin flip, which is actually kind of nice. Get that 8th card. There we go. Forest. And we'll skip back to my turn here. I guess, I mean, it doesn't matter, but I'll drop in a island. Now, we want to get Isochron out there as soon as humanly possible. And what you want to do is put one of the untap and draw cards on it. So either Refocus or Cerulean Wisps. So then, pass. This is not the fastest deck, but, you know, turn like 3, 4, 5, it gets pretty nasty. If you play your cards right. Ha ha ha. Hooray for idioms or whatever. Let's see. I still don't have a creature out. That's the problem. So many decisions. I mean, this is so decision heavy. I'm going to have to throw out Kiora and Nykthos and then pass, which is really mighty unfortunate. Summoning Sickness will absolutely burn you. Oh, here we go. I'm playing against like a slow delay life gain deck, just for fairness. There's Hinterland, there we go, that helps a lot. And then, let's see. Let us... Oh boy, you gotta think ahead so much. There's just no... There's no making this work because of a lack of devotion right now, that's the problem. And nothing I have in my hand has devotion, so Nykthos is useless, so the entire loop is useless. But, there is one thing I can do. Let's see, is it worth doing right now, though? Let's see, and that had, okay, that had that on it. Oh boy, I believe I'll have to pool 2. And then tap Kiora to untap the forest. And then pay for the ability on Isochron by the 1 pooled plus the forest. Then target Kiora's. Untap it, draw a card. Every time, I swear, every damn time it's an island. Or a land that I don't need. Oh boy. Well, that kind of ruined that. Let's see. Now I can tap Kiora's follower to untap Isochron. And then the 1 pooled, and then the island. Cast it for free, untap Kiora's. And let's see, I don't have any pooled, I don't have 2 to do it again, but... Oh no, that's right, I can't untap a land and Isochron. But I could untap a land for 1 and draw a card. That's not a bad idea. Let's see, and that's a creature, so I'm going to have to take Kiora's, untap an island, Cerulean, target, tap the island, untap, draw a card. There we go, that's more like what I needed. Not quite there yet, but it is what I needed, so I'm going to save the rest. So I will tap Kiora's to untap the forest, and then Kiora's generate a blue, generate a green, bring him out, and then hope I don't die. It's already getting up there in the turn counter. This will be like turn 4, I believe. So it's really dangerous, but it's usually not this slow. Usually you can get this rolling pretty quick. So Birds of Paradise is perfect because that'll give me 3 devotion, but it's really, really slow and ineffective without like 4 or 5 devotion. But we'll be able to do something about that, and I'll show you why. Here we go. Bring birds out. The Nykthos. Dash Nykthos. Gonna use Nykthos. There we go. And doesn't matter, I'll just generate whatever I want. Oh, that's right. It wasn't asking me what to generate. It was asking me what color to base the devotion on. So 3. So we have 3 pooled. And we're going to use Kiora's to untap Nykthos, then tap it again, take 2 of the pooled, generate 3 more, then take Kiora's, tap Nykthos, or untap Nykthos, tap it, use the ability again, pay 2 to generate 3. Now we're at 5 pooled. Then I will... Oh, I shouldn't drop in a land yet, because I got to see what I get. Because there's a Nykthos double trick that you can use. So now I will use the Isochron Scepter to... Whoops, pay 2. So down to 3 pooled. And we will untap Kiora's. And then draw a card. Avatar the Resolute. That is exactly what I needed. Now I have to do this just right. So I have to bring in a forest. Tap it for mana to go to 4. Bring in Avatar, pay 2. Still have 2 pooled. And then I can use Kiora's Follower to... Let me think. I'll have to untap Nykthos, tap it, pay the remaining 2 in the pool, and then base it on blue, or this won't work. This is why Birds of Paradise is so important, although right now it's tapped. So I just generated 2 mana because of my 2 devotion, and they're both blue. I can cast Hidden Strings, and I will untap a... Oh, let's see. I gotta get this just right. I have 2 pooled, but not after I pay for the spell. Huh. Remember when I said this is kind of hard? Let's see. I need Isochron for sure. I think no matter how I do this, it won't work. Let me think about this. I still have Cerulean, though. So if I do 1 island and Kiora's, I think that's right. So I'll pay the 2 blue that I pooled, and then untap yes, cipher it yes, on 2 Birds of Paradise, even though it's not a damaging creature that's going to come up soon. Maybe Avatar would be a good choice, but with this line out, you got to do the flyer. Let's see. So, okay, I did that, so now I got to do Cerulean Wisps. Oh, that's right, it doesn't target Isochron. Okay, so then we got to flip it. So we go Kiora's, untap, Isochron. There we go. And then I use Cerulean Wisp to untap Kiora's. Oh, but then if I use Kiora's to untap Nykthos, I won't have the mana. That didn't work. I shouldn't have put Isochron in there. I should have put... Oh, it wouldn't work with just Nykthos. I think it just won't work, no matter what. So we have to wait a turn, but only 1 turn, and then all hell breaks loose. Trust me. Oh, let's see. I could untap something right now, though, and that's what bugs me, because I feel like there's something I should be doing. But, well, if I want to be a dick, I could untap Kiora's. Oh, look at that. Untap Kiora's. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is fun. Whoops. I think I just proceeded to the next phase. Whatever. Here we go. That's why, like I said, if there was a card that granted Inspired, which is an untap effect, it would be over. You could just Kiora's. Or, like, anything in the game to anything in the game, and you're good. And this is Pilgrimage. Here comes some life gain off Jaddy. There we go, yep. And not doing anything because I can't swing against my line of creatures. Oh, there's a Nykthos. We're going to have some fun. So definitely don't drop that island. So what I do is... I got to do this just right. Pay 2. And generate green, which generates 5. Then I'll go to... Let's see, Kiora's... and untap Nykthos, then pay the 2 to generate green, and then Karametra's Acolyte, 1, 2, 3, 4, go down to 4 pooled, then drop in Nykthos, select that as the legendary keeper, then tap it, pay the 2, generate green again, which is now higher because Karametra's on the field, so now I have 8 pooled, and then all I have to do is use Isochron Scepter, pay 2, and go to Kiora. Whoops, that's right, I have to actually cast the spell. Kiora's, then draw a card. It's a forest. See, told you. Then I tap Kiora's and tap Isochron, or untap. Then I pay 2 more. We're down to 4 pooled. This isn't the highest loop you can get to, obviously. And I will target Kiora's and Birds of Paradise. Interesting. So, I could put that out right now if I really wanted. You think nothing on Isochron can untap Nykthos, but Kiora's can untap Nykthos. So I think we're going to do that. I think this is infinite at this point. So I take Kiora's, target Nykthos, and then use the ability again, drain it down to 2 pooled mana, then go to green. So it goes up to 8. And then... Oh, I should have dropped in the birds. See, I already made a mistake because I had enough. So I'll drop them in now. I mean, you want to go with even numbers, but whatever. 7 pooled is quite a bit, actually. So then I go to Kiora's and use it to untap the Isochron. Burn 2. Yes. Yes. Select creature. Kiora. Another forest. I swear this happens every time. I'm tempted to put in, like, Fetch Lands or Evolving Wilds or something. Oh boy, let's see. So then Kiora's untap Isochron. We're really getting low. Like, this is a low level loop here, because now we're down to 3. Yes. And there we go. There is one out, but I have to draw the right card. And I don't think it's going to happen. That's another Nykthos. I already dropped in a land. Or did I? Did I? Oh, I did, yeah. Okay, let's see. Tap Kiora's again. We have one more shot at this, and then we have to wait another turn. But with this level of blockers, I mean, we're good. Alright, so then I use this ability again. Pay 2, go down to pooled 1, refocus, yes. And I will hit Kiora's again. I pull a Karametra's. That's not very helpful. It's a little bit too high. I was looking for hidden strings or something similar. So now what I can do is... Birds of Paradise, generate blue just for safety here in case I screw up. Then take Kiora's, untap. Here we go. Use the ability. I still have 2 pooled. Didn't matter what color it was. Then yes. And this time, I could do birds, but I don't have a way to boost it. I could do Kiora's, but I don't have... Oh, I do have a way to pay for Nykthos. Whoops. That's right. I can keep this loop going. And I drew a refocus. Exactly what I needed. Alright, so gotta do this just right. Kiora's untap, use it to untap Nykthos. Pay 2, and then pay the 2 remaining. It doesn't... Oh, that's right. It's not asking me what to generate. It's like the same interface. So I'm gonna generate 7 mana based on the current level of devotion. And then... Oh, I got rid of my way to tap for blue, though. So I can't actually cast Refocus, which is a little bit of a problem. And now all my Kioras and my Isochrons are tapped, so there's no way out of that, and my lands are all tapped. So I can't swing with my Birds of Paradise that has a Cipher on it, which would resurrect this entire cycle during the second main phase. So what I have to do is either put Untamed Might on Avatar and just swing with the big honk and trample, or bring out Karametras and start the loop over with a Refocus in my pocket and an Nykthos. Obviously, that's what I'm going to do. There we go. Now, unfortunately, I don't have anything to cast or to spend the mana on. Using it on Untamed Might with 3 mana would be stupid. So, with this many on the field, it just doesn't matter. And there's no mana burn. Haha. Here we go. Let's see what they do. Oh boy. That was exciting. Alright, so... let's see. That Voyaging Satyr is interesting. So I'll go to Nykthos, and I will immediately... I almost should throw it out first, but that's not safe. So I'll use that to generate the green, which is 8 devotion now. So I generated 8 in the pool. I'll cast Voyaging to up the future amount in case we need it, which we will. And then let's see. All I have to do is get to 24 mana, actually. Well, if I swung with everything, technically it's not true, but... Let's see. I think I'll drop in the second Nykthos. Pay the 2. Generate 9, I think, this time. So I'm at 13. And then Kiora's Follower. Use it to untap Nykthos. There's like 90 ways to do this right now, by the way, and this is the least efficient, but... So green. I'll show you the other one. Karametra's outright tap it for 9. Karametra's tap it for 9. There's 38. I just won the game. But... just for safety, in case they're holding some kind of, I don't know, Celestial Flare. I don't know. I doubt it. I built the deck. You'll want to use Isochron here. So go down to 36 pooled mana, and then I want to cast it on Kiora's. Untamed Might, right there. There it is. You want to just keep doing it until you either run super low on mana, like to the point where it's dangerous, or you pull an Untamed Might, because now I can put it on 2 creatures. So I'll use Untamed Might on, let's see, 4, what would that be? 36 divided by 215 plus 4 is 19. So 19, actually 18. And put it on the Birds of Paradise with the Cipher. Pay the ridiculous mana amount. There we go. Let it resolve. It's now an 18-19 in the air. And then Untamed Might for... God, I feel like I should draw more cards just for safety, but let's do it for the whole shebang. 16. Select a creature. Now, neither one of these is lethal, so that actually was not really the correct way to do that. I'm actually going to cancel it. I'll show you the right way to do this. Kiora's. Use it to untap Karametras. Tap Karametras, 26 mana. Then you go to Kiora's and untap Karametras. Tap Karametras again. We're at 35 mana. Then I need to generate 1 blue to cast Refocus. I'll select a creature, Kiora's. Pay 1 blue, pay 1 green, untap it. Then I'll tap it again to untap Karametras. And then generate 43. That's appropriate. Just for laughs. Oh, wait, I don't have the blue. I was going to say I was going to throw it out there, but I'm not. So, Untamed, let's see, I'll go for 42. Safety first. Alright, God, you gotta click a lot. This would be so much faster in real life, and I don't usually say that, because usually X-Mage is pretty swift. There it is. So then I will proceed to combat, and I'll bring the 2 Birds of Paradise, and there's the hit. I know for a fact they can't do anything about it. Now, if you really wanted to cover your bases, just go exactly lethal on both the birds, and then keep drawing cards with Isochron, because you'll be able to tap their defenders, screw with their lands, you could manipulate the tap status of those. I mean, there's so much crazy crap you could do. So, I don't think we need a game 2. I think you guys kind of got the gist of how this deck works. Very scary, very intimidating, and I do not mean to your opponent, I mean for you running it. But, if you could learn it, it's honestly not that hard to learn what to do and when. I made it look complicated. The deck made itself look complicated, but it isn't. It's doable. So hopefully you guys liked it, and if you have any proposed improvements, let me know. Otherwise, that's how it works, and I'll see you guys next video.